Good morning. Well, I thought we'd had enough of waterfalls for a little while, although I'm sure they will be back. Excuse me, we're kind of a little bit on the wonk there. That'll do. So we've come to the coast. We have a very strong northwesterly to northerly wind. And the subject I've come to shoot is underwater, which is not a lot of use, really, is it? High tide was 7 o'clock. It is about 7:30, so it is starting to recede. But what I have noticed, with the high tide, it gives you some idea of just how flipping high it is when you see the marker post almost completely submerged. And when I got here, it was only the red cage that was showing above the water. Some of you may recognise this place. This is Overstrand, which is on the Norfolk coast. I've been down at my mum's, mum and dad's, sorting stuff out, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to come over here. I can see another spot that I'd love to get to. I'm gonna get absolutely drenched walking along here. I don't know why, the wind's coming kind of across country, but it is blowing the water up. Something wicked. So I found a subject, which is this set of railings, which looks really boring, but I think it works. Minimal, gonna be high key-ish. The sky is gonna be out. Now I'm shooting on the 17 to 55 because the breeze is kind of coming towards me. And I think with the 70 to 200 on, which would be the ideal lens, I'm gonna get too much camera motion. Although I'm only doing a second and a half image. And I've just been shooting away. Yeah. Oh, I can drop the ISO. I had the ISO turned up quite high just to get it down to a second and a half. Now that we have a bit of light coming. Oops, where's my ISO gone? Oh, it's because I keep blocking the flipping thing. Oh, hold on a minute. That's better. Right, ISO down to 100. That's us back at 1.16 of a second. No, 1.6 seconds. That's the word. F16. And it's just, I haven't had much sleep. It's just a case of waiting for a wave to come in high enough to give me a little bit of water coming up here and a little bit of that dragging action as it goes back. It's not a particularly brilliant composition, but I think it kind of works. I've got this railing coming in bottom right hand side, then we've got the curve, and I've just got a little bit of the railing curving out at the top right, well, sort of halfway up on the right. And I think I'm about done with that now because the tide is on its way out. I wasn't expecting it to be this high. That's the thing with a new location. Yes, it says it's high tide at 7 o'clock, but it doesn't kind of give you any ideas as to how high tide is. That, oh, if there was just, if there was no breeze, there'd be no sea action. So this one was F16, 1.6 seconds, and that was on about ISO 320, I think. Yeah, that was a good start to the day. Oh, I just want my groins to come through. Where this is, they're starting to come through, and if I was brave enough to put the 70 to 200 on, I might get a really abstract long exposure on that. Oh, just missed a perfect one there. Tide coming in again. Oh, no, there's not enough water around this area for what I'm wanting, although it has worked. Oh, ooh, I do love playing with long exposures. I haven't got any filters on, by the way. No filters at all. That looks like it could work. Yes, I think that one will. Yeah, I'm liking that. Right, I'm going to, oh, the groins are coming through wonderfully well now. And the marker post fascinates me watching the sea. Right, catch you in a minute. Going to line up another composition. whilst we're watching the little sunrise time lapse, I've been trying to channel my inner Rachel Talibart. And if you don't know who Rachel Talibart is, I'll try and remember to pop a link below. The most amazing, I want to say seascapes, but it's more wavescapes that she does. And let me tell you, doing wavescapes isn't as easy as Rachel manages to make it look. She's in no danger from me at all. But I think I've got two. One, maybe two that I'm quite pleased with. And if I have, I'll put them up in a minute. But I'm waiting for the tide to go out enough so that I can get down to this groin here. There is some stunning light now coming on these wooden groins. The sun has just, yeah, as you can see, I'm getting blinded. The sun has broken above a little cloud bank. It's, probably about to disappear behind another cloud bank. But it's putting some superb light on those groins. I'm shooting minimal. I'm on the 70 to 200. I've broken that out. Yes. No sky included. We're at, where are we at? What are we doing? We're at F14, 30 seconds. Purely the 10 stop, no polarizer. The light is making that, and oh, I'm so excited. And with mono, it'll work as well. That light is just getting better and better. Oh, this is what it's all about when you've had very little sleep and you're quite stressed and very emotional. It is the light. The light is stunning. And we've got the, I really can't see a thing, but wherever these groins are, the marker pole at the end's got the, obviously it's got the bird on it. Every single marker post that I can see has got a bird on it. Must be a good lookout point for them or something. And where we have this marker pole that's, well, like you may have seen when we arrived, it was virtually submerged. It was only the red top on it that was showing. That's now come out quite nicely. But I've just spotted down here, there, you won't make it out on this, there is still another one that's underwater, and it just pokes its head out every now and then. It blows my mind how deep the sea is. It really does. I know it's deep when you're out in the middle of the ocean, but it's when you're here. You walk down on the beach, but you still don't get any idea of how high the water comes in. I'm waffling, I'm digressing. So yes, that has made this trip worthwhile. That I'm really pleased with. I've got the groins coming into the almost the bottom left-hand corner of the image. They may end up in the bottom corner by the time we've cropped it. Just leading out on the diagonal, we've got uprights, we've got a couple of horizontal posts going as well, and we've just got a lovely milky effect. As I say, 30 seconds was what I was aiming for. I might try and push it a little bit further because I'm not blowing any highlights. Yep. I've got plenty to go on the histogram, so I may just stretch that to 40 seconds. The Rachel Talibart-esque type images that I'm going to put up, fingers crossed, were shot handheld with the 70 to 200. I think I was at about f6.3. I had my ISO between 160 and 320. I was manually focusing, this is probably not the best idea, and then it was just shoot as quick as I could. Oh, that sun is absolutely blinding. The disadvantage I'm finding shooting with the 70 to 200 with the 10 stop on, and yes, I have put the polarizer on because I wanted to slow the exposure down even more. Where was I? The disadvantage is the breeze that is coming in from my left is having an effect on it. So I'm struggling to get anything over a 10-second exposure and keep the marker post sharp. And the bird's not sharp, but the bird's moving. So I have had to up the ISO to 320, drop the f-stop down to f6.3, and that's given me 10 seconds. The polarizer I put on mainly to slow the exposure down, but also to brighten the image. The landscape polarizer warms things, so by turning it off, it cools things down and it makes things brighter. I don't know if that makes sense. Difficult to explain, but it works. And I've now isolated the marker post. It's going to be a square crop, and it's just in a sea of Hyperionus. Don't even know if that's a word. The light is just stunning. There is another marker post in the other direction pointing out to the sun. Now I have heard that if you shoot into the light source, you can also get some really nice minimal images, so I'm going to have a go at that. Well, the best of the light, the soft light, has now gone. We've got a pretty bland, vacant sky. Excuse me. And the image I want, I just can't get. Really annoying. I know what I want. What I don't know is how to get it. And I don't mean how to shoot it. I know how to shoot it. It's the position I need to be in to get it. What I want is the groins down here to see the curve, but from above, so you can see that it's zigzag instead of just a straight line. I've walked back up the hill, and I'm using the long lens, the 70 to 200. I am on, where are we? f7.1, ISO 200, 13 seconds. I've upped the ISO to reduce the shutter speed. Yeah, but still allow more light in, because the breeze up here is stronger than it is down there, and obviously the 70 to 200 is a bit tetchy about a breeze. It doesn't like it, so it doesn't. I have thought of another composition which I'm going to have a go at doing, which means walking all the way back down, because the tide is now out sufficient that I can possibly get down here. All right, wait, let's see if we can just tilt you down a bit. Yeah, I can possibly get down out here without getting drowned. I think I like the one that I've just got. I'm not sure. It's going to be a case of have a look at it on the big screen. I desperately wanted to be able to show you the zigzag, because a lot of groins are just straight. But these have got a definite zigzag, which I really like. Yeah, I think that works. I think it works. The other issue we've got, because the cloud has now disappeared, we're getting shadows on the left-hand side, which I really didn't want. It doesn't detract too much. I don't know. Hey-ho! You can't have it your own way all the time, can you? Hope you've enjoyed this little trip back to the seaside. Get some of those nice sea irons inside you. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next weekend. Bye for now.